in the Ashtabula Art Center right now, and I think this is the room where I took my voice lessons when I was young. Singing lessons, I called them at the time. And I performed here, I was in plays here, I took classes here. It's a real throwback. But this is probably where I started my acting career, because I was in 7th grade when my teacher cast me in this one film, with this one play, and it went very well. People loved it, and my dad pulled me aside and said, "If you want to do this for a career, I'll help you." Very sweet. And I kind of went to school for that at Baltimore College, and then it's been taken off ever since. Just, you know, really making a living with no day job. The ways I make my living are through doing commercials. I used to be the voice of the Howard Hanna Showcase of Homes. So every Sunday morning I was the voice of that. I've done a lot of commercials on radio and TV, and a lot of training videos. So if you're going to learn something, I might be the one teaching you. Also, I can be found at like car washes where they have the girl that's in the, you know, that says, "Choose this if you want a deluxe wash." Or, you know, I'm in those. Been on a lot of American Greetings cards, and Joanne Fabrics, and like a box for little tykes. So I do a lot of print work as well. And then film, a lot of film lately.
So what are some of your favorite projects that you have produced?
Well, my most favorite project that I produced would be my A to Z with Marilyn Me, and that was from 2010 to 2011, exactly 1 year, from Valentine's Day to Valentine's Day. And what we did was we shot 26 different scenes for Meryl Streep movies. A couple were original spoofy kind of things, but the rest were from her movies where I was cast in the role she would have played. I didn't do it exactly as she did it, I did my own interpretation, and I cast everybody else with me, and then I get someone to shoot it, and then I get someone to light it, and then I get someone to do makeup, and you know, I got everybody together, and it was a labor of love. Everyone donated their services, but it went on YouTube, I put it on LinkedIn, and I started to gain a fan base, so it was pretty exciting. My more current efforts, really, there've been a lot of film. I do still do the training video and of course the voiceover, but I recently shot a film called CLINC, and it was starring the guy who plays Freddy Krueger. His name is Robert Englund, and it was surreal what happened on that set. He put his hand on my shoulder and he said, "I'm going to tell you how to really creep people out on film." And I thought, if there's anyone in the world who could tell you how to do that, it would be Freddy Krueger. So I got to work with him, and there were a lot of other people of that genre who were considered like stars and stuff, and I got to work with them, and my character is really the cause of a lot of the turmoil, so it kept growing and growing and growing. It's going to be really exciting to see. Being released at Halloween time.
Oh, so it'll be released in October of 2014?
Yeah.
You must be looking forward to that a great deal.
I am. I just recently was in the Cleveland Film Festival for the movie The Yank. And then last year was the movie Made in Cleveland, and it's always kind of nice to go to the film festival and see myself on the big screen. And last year I went to a film festival in Denver, Colorado, and I was in another movie, Lilith. So I mean, I have seen myself more than once, but it's fun. But when I see me, it's kind of exciting because it feels like, you know, at least there's proof. I mean, you can work for years doing voiceover and nobody knows that it's you. You can certainly do a lot of training video, and unless the person's getting trained by a company, they're not going to know. So it's kind of nice to see something mainstream, and then I can tell my family.
Do you have any big plans for the summer?
I'm actually starting to write my own sitcom, and so I've been in the process of that, and I found a theme song, and now we're working on the lyrics to that to make it work. And then,
how's the writing process work for you?
For me, I need to be really inspired to write something, and usually what happens is I start to see pieces of things, and whether it's just the intro music or the person that's going to act opposite me or whatever, those are the things that keep me going, and then suddenly I can write. The little scenarios, little things that happen throughout the day, and so I've been taking notes, and once I get it all collected where there's a lot of stuff, then I can just then it'll just pour out of me. She was thinking of writing it episodically. Now, I don't know, because it might end up being a book, or maybe it'll end up being a film, or who knows, but because I haven't started putting the pen to paper, actually. But I saw it as a sitcom originally. And I did a lot of writing when I did my A to Z with Marilyn and me. I had to blog the whole time. I didn't have to, but I chose to blog the entire time. And so I got used to talking to people and kind of letting them know what was going on. And I think that this show, this sitcom movie, where it was going to be all about letting you know what's going on in this one girl's life.
Now, how often do you make it back to Ashtabula?
I was just here last week, but maybe once or twice a month if I can. I come to see my mom. She still lives here, and I have one sister who lives here. I go to Lakewood with my mom every time I come here, and it's like Norm and Cheers when she walks in. They're all dun dun dun. They all love her, so it feels like coming home to family. Everybody knows us.